guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am making my second trimester update and I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do it standing up. I hope it's not too echoey in here because it is something different that I wanted to try and see how I look standing up and moving my arms and my body, because when I sit down and film a video, my legs and my back get very numb. So I'm going to stand up and do this video for you guys and talk to you guys, see how it turns out. Alright, so I changed the angle just a little bit lower just so you can kind of see my belly. I don't know if you guys can see it. I want you guys to be able to not just see my face but my arms moving and my belly. And the first thing I'm going to be talking about, and if you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes on a table like right below, so I know what to talk about, when to talk about it. So the first thing is, obviously, if you know or you probably don't know, I am having my third baby and it's going to be another boy. So my first baby was a girl, her name's Sophia, and I have a boy named Liam. And this is my third baby, which is another boy. My daughter was a little disappointed, but she's still happy she's getting another brother. And I think we are sticking with the name. No, maybe I should keep the name a little like secret. You know, I don't want to say it, I don't want to put it out there yet until we are 100% sure that is the name we're going to go for. And maybe I'll do a video on that, but I'm not sure yet, okay? Okay, so this is my third pregnancy and it's different and the same at the same time, if that makes any sense. Okay, so my first pregnancy with my daughter was easy breezy. It wasn't, I had nothing major happen in my pregnancy other than I had a fall off the bus. So I was coming off of the bus and I had a rolling backpack because I was in school at the time and I was switching campuses. The same school, just a different class on a different campus. And when I stepped off the bus, I fell on my knees and I put my hands out so I didn't hurt my belly. And nothing happened. I did land on grass, luckily, and nobody helped me. I wanted to cry so bad, but that's the only major thing that happened with my daughter's pregnancy. So my second pregnancy, the first trimester was really easy, but then the second trimester hit and my back hurt really bad throughout the whole pregnancy. After that, I felt like my back was ripping all the time and I was running after my toddler, you know, so it hurt really bad. So this pregnancy, I felt it's been a little more stressful and a little more harder. And with my other kids, I felt them kick earlier. My daughter was the earliest and she was the first baby. I felt her around 16 weeks. Excuse me. My son, I felt him around 17, 18 weeks. And this one I felt late. I felt this baby kick around week 22. I had felt a slight flutters. It just turned out to be gas. TMI, I guess, for some. But I didn't feel him kick until I was 22 weeks pregnant. And I was a bit scared because I was like, when am I going to feel this baby kick? I want to feel him already and get to know how he is. Now all he does is kick and move, and it actually, he's the baby that has moved the most and he's been more active in there, kicking and just moving. I feel him more. So, I mean, that's not something I'm concerned about. It's actually really good. I would feel concerned if there was no movement. But yeah, sometimes it can get a little uncomfortable. So he needs to give mom a little break sometimes, because sometimes I'm laying down, I want to go to sleep, and he's just kicking away. Okay, so another thing is that my nausea did go away. And I did have nausea only because I did have a UTI in my first trimester, and that was causing me to have nausea, chills, and several other things. I do gag when I brush my teeth. Every time I brush my teeth and I brush my tongue, I want to throw up so bad, and then I have to just like relax for a minute and not think about it. So I have gained 13 pounds so far. I think I skipped this. I am 30 weeks already, so I am already in my third trimester. But this is obviously the second trimester update. So I'm talking about my second trimester now. So random, right? So sorry guys, I had to pause because my neighbor turned on his truck and it was loud as can be. So I didn't want the noise in the background, so I stopped. And where was I? Okay. Oh yes, another thing in my second trimester is that I had fatigue. My first trimester I did not have that, and then the second trimester I had fatigue. And I think because obviously I have 2 kids, I'm always running around and always active. And I am in nursing school. Well, I'm taking a little break right now. There's a break right now that I have to take from nursing school. But for the majority of my second trimester, I was in nursing school and clinicals and all that, so I was very fatigued. And when I would take my daughter to school in the morning and then pick her up, that would be so tiring for me. I would have to lay down constantly. Now I'm starting to get my energy back, but my belly is heavier, so that's an issue, right? Sorry, my notes are down there, remember. So another major thing that happened in my second trimester is that I had my anatomy scan. Obviously, that's how we found out we're having a boy, right? But not only did we find out we were having a boy, but we found out that the baby might be too small. So my due date is on September 5th. I was about to say 1992 because that's my birthday. My due date is on my birthday, which is a great thing, September 5th. But the doctor or the specialist that day at the anatomy scan pulled me aside into another room after the ultrasound, and he did tell me that he was concerned because the baby was measuring smaller than they expected, or for what the baby should be for the weeks that I was. And to me, I don't think I am due on September 5th. That is what we are going with, only because that is based on my last menstrual cycle. I think that I got pregnant later than that, so my due date might be pushed to 2 weeks after, which is the 19th of September. So anytime between the 5th and the 19th, I might be due. And if the baby is actually small, if the baby, there's something going on with the baby's growth, then I might be induced. And I don't know, I've never been through that situation, but I kind of Googled it. Like, I shouldn't be Googling things, but I did, just to kind of like see other people's experience, and also on YouTube, and like what would happen if my baby is too small. And what I saw was that women do get induced. So yeah, that's been a really big stressor. So either I am actually behind because I didn't conceive until later, or my baby is actually growing very slow. And this has been the smallest pregnancy that I've had. I forgot to mention that with comparing it to my other 2 pregnancies. With my daughter, I blew up. With my son, it was all belly, but it was out. And this one has been the smallest one. He's very active, but he's very small. So I do have another anatomy scan with the same specialist in a few weeks, so I'll keep you updated on that. Alright, the sun is going down, so I am trying to talk a little faster and just hurry up. I always say that I want my videos to be short, and then they end up being like 20+ minutes long, and I don't want that. I want it to keep it between like 10 minutes and lower. So here I am talking a little too fast, and I hope you can understand me because it is what it is. Let me look at my notes. Oh, let me get into the TMI things. Well, they're not so TMI, but the last thing might be a little bit TMI. But if you're watching this, you're probably pregnant, or you're mature enough to understand what's going on. So we need to talk about these things. If you're here and immature and like, why is she talking about these things? Well, you should click off, because this is not the video for you. All right. So I am brown. I mean, I'm not so dark skinned, but I am pretty tan and pretty dark. Not so dark, but you know, whatever. My color's my color. So my skin, when I get pregnant, I do tend to brown in certain spots. So like my armpits, I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm not embarrassed to show. It is what it is. They get darker, and this is not it. This is not it. It's still gonna get darker as I progress into my 3rd trimester. But yes, my armpits are getting darker. I don't have any like skin discoloration or skin change in my face. Actually, my skin has been like my first trimester made my skin look dry and ugly, but the second trimester my skin has been looking very nice in my face. In the neck, I have not noticed any brown, any dark hyperpigmentation or anything like that. But my belly, I've gotten the line, and it's not that dark yet. It usually gets really brown. The linea negra, I think it's called. My belly button is popped out, if you guys can tell. I don't know if you guys can tell. Probably too far, or you guys can't see it. But yeah, my whole abdomen has not gotten brown. It's just the line, my armpits, and that's pretty much it for like skin color changes. But that has happened with my other pregnancies. My armpits did not get dark with my daughter as much, but with my son I got super dark, like super dark brown. But that was like almost at the end of the pregnancy, and now it started earlier. I started noticing more, so it's probably gonna get darker. I am a little self-conscious about it, but I'm trying not. I mean, I'm pregnant, so I can't do anything about it. So if I go out in the street with a little tank top and I like move around and like people look at me because my armpits are brown, oh well. Let's see. So yeah, my skin is smoother. I already mentioned that. Let's see, what other thing? Oh, the back pain. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why I am filming this video standing up, because if I sit down for too long, my legs do get numb, and my lower back starts hurting so bad. I have to be swaying all the time or like leaning forward just to like open my back. That's probably weird. Looks like I'm taking a dump. Anyways, but these positions, well, like especially when I'm like leaning against something, like and like squatting or something, it helps my back open and it relieves it a lot. Also, like if I get on the floor on all fours, that helps me a lot. But the back pain has been real this time. With my first son, my second pregnancy, I felt like my back was ripping. Just even like walking, I couldn't walk. It just felt like it was ripping. This time it hurts, but it's not as bad. But yes, it is hurting. Let's see. Okay, so this is the TMI part, and my discharge down there has changed, and it has been more thick and just more of it, and that's total TMI, but that's something that happens with pregnancy, and every woman's body is different, but that is what's happening with this one. And I feel like it's more this time than my other pregnancy, so I don't know what's going on, but that is what's happening. I think that's it. I hope I didn't miss anything, because I always say the same thing and then I go edit the video and it turns out I did miss something. So I've been trying to drink a lot of water. I have been seeing she's like a counselor advisor, like a prenatal counselor advisor at the with my OBGYN. Apart from him, I see her, and she's been advising me to drink a lot of water. And oh, I did forget something. This second trimester I've had one leg cramp. The first trimester I did not. Second trimester I had one leg cramp, and that's because in the morning I made a sudden movement and I stretched my leg. Like these are my feet, and I stretched them in the bed, and it just triggered a leg cramp. And she did ask me the last time I went to go see her, and I told her yes, I did have one leg cramp. And she's like, well, to avoid more, because they are really painful, you don't need any more than one to know how painful it is. She told me to stretch at night. So before I go to bed, she told me to stretch my legs. And I've been trying to do that. So I don't want another leg cramp episode to happen, because I made my abdomen hurt because I was tensing up. And it was just so painful. I had never felt a leg cramp this painful. My leg hurt. I think after that day, like 3 more days, it hurt so bad I could barely walk, and I just kept like flexing it, going like this, not so much like this because then it triggers another one, but just like that, putting my legs like that. So if you guys, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm doing it with my arms, but with my legs is what what I mean. What else? I've been trying to dance a lot. I have pretty easy labor and deliveries, really fast actually. My labor and delivery with my daughter was like 15 hours. With my son it was 6 to 7 hours, and this one, since this is my third, I don't know, it might be a little faster. So I've just been trying to like sway my hips, get the baby to turn already. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I hope I didn't miss much. I've been like swaying, trying to move because my back was hurting this morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you guys liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I'll see you guys next time in another video, because I have so many videos planned for my third trimester, and I hope you guys enjoy them, and I hope I didn't talk too fast or too much. Okay, bye bye.